From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Tuesday morning. We're still going with chances of snow all throughout the week, but now models being a lot more conservative with some of those totals. We're thinking less than an inch for lower elevations through 4 a.m. on Friday, but perhaps better chances of accumulating snowfall, at least in the valleys, as we head into this weekend and for the beginning of next week. And then temperatures staying mostly normal over the next 7 days. There's a few caveats to that, but generally pretty normal for the middle of February. Okay, snowfall starting to approach from the south and west around Mount Adams, also over Salinas Pass. We'll see what this ends up doing as it makes its way closer and closer to the valleys. But current road conditions this morning, we're seeing some slushy and snowy passes out there. Haven't seen any pass closures, haven't seen any chain requirements. We'll continue to keep a very close eye on that. And then in terms of temperatures out there, it is pretty chilly, 20s and 30s for lower elevations, seeing teens and 20s up in the mountains. Your hourly forecast for this Tuesday for the Tri-Cities, low-end chances of rainfall starting at around 4 p.m. and then lasting into the evening. Could have some snowfall overnight into tomorrow morning. We'll talk about that later in the show, but in general, 30s and 40s for today. A decent amount of sunshine out there, but we'll have a lot more to say about the potential of some snowfall. That's going to be coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead, tech workers walk the picket lines as the strike at the Yakima Hospital enters month 2. This morning, we're going to break down what workers want and why negotiations have stalled.
Plus, eggs flying and tempers flaring as neighbors continue to protest a new housing facility for convicted sex offenders. We'll show what sparked this weekend confrontation and how local leaders are reacting.
And a city deficit gets smaller as Toppenish takes control of its budget. Coming up, we're going to show you how city leaders are cutting costs without sacrificing services. It's all on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I am Jade Elliott. It is February 17th.
Tuesday.
It's Fat Tuesday, isn't it? Isn't it Mardi Gras?
There's a lot of things like starting today. It's Lunar New Year, year of the horse, the fire horse.
The fire horse.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a new year, which I need a reset, so I'm happy for that.
A hard reset in a February.
All of January just doesn't count.
We're starting now.
Yeah, and a lot of news to get to this morning, and we're starting off with continuing coverage on the technical workers at the Yakima Memorial Hospital as they continue to take to the picket lines, with union leaders and the hospital's parent company, MultiCare, still not coming to a deal.
Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells us why the two sides still have more work to do before they can end the strike.
Through rain and freezing temperatures, a strike that workers say is to recover lost medical and retirement benefits hits a milestone. Technical workers say that they've been on strike for about a month now, and union leaders say that there hasn't been much progress at the bargaining table. That's because although the two sides have agreed on some logistics of a new contract, there's one key issue that union leaders and the company won't budge on.
We understand there'll be cost increases along the way. Both sides have made proposals that are pretty much in line together. We simply asked them that during the life of the contract, they can't make any changes to the type of benefits and coverages, and they demand the right to make changes with 60 days notice. That's unacceptable.
In an email to Apple Valley News Now, MultiCare says it is offering the same benefits to technical workers as it does to the rest of the hospital's employees. The company also ensures that it is not getting rid of benefits such as its retirement match, something that union leaders believe isn't the case.
All we're looking for is a retirement plan that says they're going to make a match, here's what it is, and it's fair. They've already cut the retirement match from 6% to 3.5%, and then they make it once a year, which is unacceptable as well.
As the strike enters its second month, the hospital has temporary staff filling the positions of picketing surgery, MRI, and lab workers. Union leaders say that they are serious about the strike, and they plan to keep picketing until the two sides can come to a deal. The two groups' next bargaining session is set for Tuesday. Reporting from Yakima, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
And technical workers were also joined at the picket line by union members from across the state over the weekend, all a part of a Union Day of Solidarity.
And again, the next bargaining session is set to take place today. We'll, of course, keep you updated. 6:06 and now to central Kennewick, where tensions continue to rise over a home set to house sexually violent predators. Over the weekend, the house at 8th and Edison, scheduled to open later this year, was egged by unknown individuals. The incident comes shortly after numerous security cameras were installed at the property. Two people we spoke to also say they were confronted by property manager Joe Field as they were putting up signs across the street from the house.
And I started hearing yelling and cussing obscenities from across the street. And then I started yelling at my daughter, call the cops. I filed an official complaint with the police, and they said they were going to put it at the end of the report on his egg, whatever they're going to call it, vandalism. And I haven't been contacted by the police.
Apple Valley News Now reached out to Field for comment, and he said, quote, "I have no idea what you're talking about," end quote. Now, police have not announced any arrests related to the vandalism, but will of course keep you updated. And the Kennewick School District Board has passed a resolution opposing the proposed placement of a less restrictive alternative housing facility at 5304 West 8th Avenue. And this morning, the Kennewick City Council is expected to approve the joint resolution alongside the district. School and city leaders say placing it near schools, bus routes, and residential neighborhoods poses unacceptable risks to students and families. Both bodies are calling on state leaders to halt the proposed location and require greater local involvement in future placement decisions. Currently, state policies do not require meaningful local notification or approval before sites are selected.
6:07 and taking you to Toppenish now, where city leaders say they are continuing to chip away at a budget deficit that once exceeded $2 million. Officials say the gap has narrowed through cost cutting and restructuring, with priorities focused on public safety and utilities. City Manager Dan Ford says that the process came down to defining the city's core responsibilities while managing infrastructure costs and limiting the burden on residents.
What are our priorities? What are we really here to do? And the number one item that we came away from that with is, ensuring basic services. Again, that water, that sewer, the garbage.
Now, city leaders say those basic services remain the top priorities as they continue working to close the remaining deficit and stabilize the city's long-term finances.
6:08 and taking you to Sunnyside, police are exploring the idea of adding their first ever canine to the department. So Police Chief Robert Lehman says he's spoken with the Yakima County Canine Foundation, which supports the idea. And if approved, Sunnyside would likely bring in a patrol dog to fill a need on their end of the county, since the foundation already supports a drug dog in Grandview. The department would also need to identify a handler and secure long-term support. So that includes food donations and vet care.
The initial investment that we would have to raise is $50,000, and that will pay for all of the upfront costs for the dog, and then the Yakima County Canine Foundation, for the most part, funds the dog after the fact.
Lehman also says he's already working on plans to raise the $50,000 needed to move the process forward. And keep it here, because coming up next, Yakima kids take the field to pitch, swing, and learn. And coming up, we'll show how young athletes spent their President's Day building skills and confidence. We're talking local sports after the break.
Giving you a live look outside, this one from our Central Washington outdoor camera at the rodeo grounds in Ellensburg. When we come back, we'll check in with Josh to get your first alert forecast.
Even if your child has moderate to severe eczema, they can feel the flow, feel the breeze. And Dupixent helps them feel the heal. It helps calm a key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Dupixent is the only biologic therapy approved to treat kids as young as 6 months for noticeably clearer skin and less itch. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent. Help heal their skin from within so they can stay ahead of eczema. Find an eczema specialist and ask about Dupixent today.
New Nissan?
Hi, Craig.
Hey. You got to put it through its paces.
he can take it.
Hurry into the Nissan Now sales event featuring Rogue, Pathfinder, and Frontier. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality. Get 0% APR for 60 months when financed through INMAC, or get $3,500 to $6,000 total savings on select models.
The Pasco RV and Boat Super Sale starts tomorrow at the Heppo Center. Save thousands on a huge selection of new and used RVs and boats, including travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, motorhomes, pontoon boats, and more. Every category, every budget, all on sale. Enjoy 0 down and no payments for 90 days on approved credit. Shop indoors starting tomorrow at the Heppo Center in Pasco. Big selection, big savings. Don't miss it. Learn more at brettsrv.com.
This is something that I've been dreaming about. I want to be a singer.
And I believe
I can do it.
Being here just means the entire world to me.
You were born to sing.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial House Dermatology Center in Benton City.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE. Winter paddleboarding. Fly the Northwest tonight at 6. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We're expecting trace amounts of snowfall for lower elevations through the rest of this work week. So this half hour, we'll talk about the Bluefoot Hills and Pendleton. The next half hour, we'll pivot over to Walla Walla. But here are those precip chances over the next 7 days. And you see it's going to be through Friday, in which we could see some snow mixing in. In fact, the main precip mode is probably going to be snow on Wednesday and Thursday. So we'll take this day by day, at least over the next few days. So for today, after 2 p.m., that's when precip chances start to pick up, and pretty quickly, this is going to transition to snowfall around 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Then for tomorrow, pretty steady snowfall going to be possible up until about 10 a.m. After that, maybe just a few leftover rain or snow showers until 4 p.m. Dry after that, and then for Thursday, maybe another round of some snowfall from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Again, it doesn't look like it's going to add up to that much at all, but we'll continue to keep a very close eye on things. Temperatures staying generally pretty normal over the next 7 days. For today, we're going to end up around 50 degrees in the Tri-Cities. Could see some sunshine as well, so that's going to end up feeling not too bad. And then for tonight, dropping down into the 20s for lower elevations. We'll see teens and 20s up in the mountains. And like I said, mostly normal over the next 7 days. A little bit cooler towards the end of the work week, especially by Thursday. We could be about 5 degrees colder than normal. And then the overnight lows staying in the mid to upper 20s through Friday night, then back up into the 30s, which is going to feel a touch better as we head into the weekend. Speaking of the weekend, better chances of accumulating snowfall in the valleys. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
All right, 6:14, talking local sports. Kids across the Yakima Valley spent their day off from school staying active at DBAT Yakima.
The President's Day camp gave young players a chance to sharpen their swings, practice fielding, and learn teamwork. But organizers say it isn't just about hitting or throwing.
Now, General Manager Connor Cabala says the camp also focuses on building confidence and sportsmanship.
It's not just, hitting, fielding, pitching, and stuff like that. The kids go through a lot of drills and competitions where they learn teamwork, not just how to be good athletes, but how to be good people.
Now, he says that more families are signing up for camps and leagues at the moment for youth baseball in Yakima as it continues to build.
And coaches say the goal is to keep kids active and excited about the sport, helping the next generation of Yakima Valley players develop confidence at the plate. And keep it here, because coming up next, Josh Colberth is back with how your weather is looking this week. That is coming up in that full First Alert weather forecast in just a few minutes.
Let Schweitzer be your next winter getaway. Because at Schweitzer, your best day can start in the village or at the summit and everywhere in between. Explore Schweitzer. All days, always.
Just like you, I'm working towards buying my first home.
I'm saving for my children's future.
Like you, I want financial tools that make my life easier.
At Hapo, we're more than employees. We're people just like you, and we understand what really matters.
And just like you,
we're planning for our future.
and I care about making a difference.
We're here to help you navigate life's milestones, big and small, because we're just like you. Join us at HAPO today.
See the USA in your Chevrolet. America's asking you to call. Drive your Chevrolet through the USA. America's the greatest land of all.
Get 1.9% financing on all 2026 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $6,350 total value on this Silverado. Plus $1,000 trade assistance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
The Pasco RV and Boat Super Sale starts tomorrow at the HAPO Center. Save thousands on a huge selection of new and used RVs and boats, including travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, motorhomes, pontoon boats, and more. Every category, every budget, all on sale. Enjoy zero down and no payments for 90 days on approved credits. Shop indoors starting tomorrow at the HAPO Center in Pasco. Big selection, big savings. Don't miss it. Learn more at brettsrv.com.
Let Schweitzer be your next winter getaway. A place where the views are as good as the company. And the skiing is as electric as the experience. Explore Schweitzer. All days, always.
A winter trip.
There's a world of beauty around us. The ice and everything, that I think that's beautiful.
And I bet you thought paddleboarding was just a summer sport. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Next live, Milo Ventimiglia from I Can Only Imagine 2. Plus, the band Perry performs. And buckle up, everybody, the Daytona 500 winner.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Again, could have some trace amounts for snowfall for lower elevations through 4 in the morning on Friday. And here's why. We have this area of low pressure and this temperature boundary right here that is just going to kind of stay draped over the Pacific Northwest over the next handful of days. And that is really going to be the catalyst for these rain and snow showers. We'll go ahead and time it out with Futurecast. By 8 this morning, still seeing some snowfall, mainly up in the Cascades. Lunchtime, maybe a little bit more down into the blue. By 5 p.m., looks like this is still mostly up in the mountains. By this is midnight, looking pretty dry for lower elevations as well. But here we go. Here's one of those rounds that Futurecast is picking up on for snowfall, or at least the potential of it for the basin, for the foothills. And then as we head into the evening, maybe perhaps some more rounds for lower elevations. These little hit and miss showers. Now, Futurecast really honing in on the idea of some snowfall for lower elevations on Thursday morning. It looks like that's probably going to be the primary time frame. And of course, you can see hour by hour rain and snow chances for your exact location by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. This is going to come in very handy all throughout the week, especially that interactive radar feature. Okay, here are the snowfall totals we're anticipating through 4 in the morning on Friday. And like I said, probably not even picking up an inch for lower elevations. But mountain passes, our highest Cascade passes, 4 to 6 inches there. Moderate impacts, maybe a little bit more than moderate impacts for our primary Blue Mountain passes, 7 to 10 inches for Cabbage Hill and Tollgate. I'm not expecting any pass closures, but perhaps we could see some chain requirements. Okay, then there's going to be another round of snow as we head into this weekend. And it's looking as if the chances for accumulating snowfall are going to be a little bit better for the valleys. Here's the Kittitas Valley, just 20 to 40% chances of a rain or a rain snow mix as we head into the weekend. But the preliminary snowfall totals, model consensus suggesting around a couple inches for the Kittitas Valley, a little bit less than that for the Yakima Valley, probably not picking up anything for the lower Columbia Basin or the Blue Foothills, but this is a preliminary forecast and it is subject to change. We'll also track some impacts to past travel for this weekend as well. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Chances of snow mixing in Wednesday and Thursday, and maybe another opportunity for that on Sunday. In Yakima, light snow possible on Thursday, then better chances of accumulations this weekend. In Ellensburg, the potential for light snowfall Wednesday and Thursday, then a better possibility of accumulating snow starting on Saturday morning. For Hermiston, the possibility of a rain-snow mix for Wednesday and Thursday, just a cold rain this weekend. And then for Walla Walla, seeing chances for snow through Friday, then turning a bit too warm for that this weekend.
All right, and looking ahead, Lunar New Year celebrations kick off today as we begin the Year of the Horse.
So it's considered the most important event of the year in China and Chinese communities around the world. So billions of people will start celebrating the 15-day Spring Festival today.
Celebrations vary depending on the country or region, but there are a few common traditions. Some of them include a big dinner with family, cash gifts and red packets for kids, and deep cleaning the home to get rid of bad luck from the past year.
All good things.
Yes.
The horse is one of the 12 Chinese zodiac signs represented by animals in the Lunar New Year calendar cycle.
And I'm so excited for this because I need a restart.
Yeah.
New Year in January didn't count, so
new February.
This New Year counts, yeah.
I
and we
love
just ended the year of the snake, so
Year of the horse.
yeah, it was very snake-like. So now I'm ready for like, that was my neigh.
She's ready.
That was really bad.
She's ready for the
I'm ready for some
fireworks.
Cabernet.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Hollywood is remembering a legend, an Oscar-winning actor, Robert Duvall, passing away at the age of 95, plus a milestone moment for Jimmy Fallon and a Valentine's Day wedding for a star from Stranger Things. We have the latest out of Hollywood coming up in your entertainment headlines.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1 hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits, including 24/7 telehealth.
Wait, through my ICCU checking account?
On it.
Along with a whole lot of other benefits you might need. Because being human is a full-time job.
The Pasco RV and Boat Super Sale starts tomorrow at the Heppo Center. Save thousands on a huge selection of new and used RVs and boats, including travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, motorhomes, pontoon boats, and more. Every category, every budget, all on sale. Enjoy zero down and no payments for 90 days on approved credit. Shop indoors starting tomorrow at the Heppo Center in Pasco. Big selection, big savings. Don't miss it. Learn more at brettsrv.com.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery. Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Winter paddle boarding. Fly the Northwest tonight at 6.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment news, Hollywood mourning a legend as Oscar-winning actor Robert Duvall has passed away.
According to a statement sent on behalf of his wife, Duvall passed away peacefully at his home in Virginia on Sunday. Duvall had an acclaimed screen career that spanned 6 decades.
He was best known for The Godfather, Apocalypse Now, and many other tough guy roles. The family said that those who wish to honor his memory are encouraged to do so in a way that reflects the life he lived, by watching a great film, telling a good story with friends, or taking a drive in the countryside to appreciate the world's beauty. Duvall was 95 years old.
And as Hollywood remembers Robert Duvall and his legacy, today also marks a big moment in late-night television history.
Yeah, on this day in 2014, The Tonight Show got a new host, Jimmy Fallon. Fallon's debut marking big changes for late night.
Yeah, first, Fallon's rise represented the end of the Jay Leno era after his 22 years in the host chair. Second, the change to Fallon also brought a change to the show's location, returning to New York after 42 years.
And while Jimmy Fallon was stepping into his new role on The Tonight Show, one young star is celebrating a major milestone of her own. Stranger Things star Maya Hawke tying the knot on Valentine's Day.
The 27-year-old actress and singer marrying fellow musician Christian Lee Hutson in New York. Her famous parents, Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman, were on hand to watch.
Several Stranger Things castmates also attended. Hawke joined the show in season 3 as a sarcastic and adventurous Robin Buckley. She continued on through its season 5 series finale.
That's a cute anniversary.
I know, that is adorable.
There's always something going on.
I know, I saw some pictures of it over the weekend.
Ooh, we gotta check them out.
Her dad, her mom and dad,
cute.
walking her through the streets. Yeah, it was cute. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Road work and growth in Union Gap. New infrastructure projects are boosting safety and traffic flow. Coming up, what the city is doing to prepare for the new development. It's coming up in your 6:30 half hour.
Jax, what are you thinking? Grandpa told me to mark down the prices. Hartley, what are you doing? Grandpa told me to test out the beds. My brother and sister are crazy, but so is my grandpa. I love coming to our family furniture store, Meredith Furniture, because I get to take naps on all of the Beauty Rest beds. But the main reason most of you guys come into Meredith Furniture is for all the great prices on Beauty Rest mattresses. Meredith Furniture on South First and Washington, right next to Hobby Lobby.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. Sam Strebel provides the full spectrum of orthopedic care.
A lot of times when I talk to patients, they're in so much pain that they can't do their hobbies. We can use the machine to balance the knee before we make any bony resections, and then that will hopefully translate to a faster recovery and a better, more natural feeling knee.
To learn more about services including robotic joint replacement at Prosser Orthopedic Center, visit prosserhealth.org.
When uncertainty falls upon your freedom, you need an unwavering champion. We're dedicated to not just tipping the scales in your favor, but also delivering an unwavering and relentless defense. With over 5 decades of experience, we'll fiercely defend your freedom and secure the most favorable outcome. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
For 50 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion.
We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral.
The Pasco RV and Boat Super Sale starts tomorrow at the Heppo Center. Save thousands on a huge selection of new and used RVs and boats, including travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, motorhomes, pontoon boats, and more. Every category, every budget, all on sale. Enjoy 0 down and no payments for 90 days on approved credits. Shop indoors starting tomorrow at the Heppo Center in Pasco. Big selection, big savings. Don't miss it. Learn more at brettsrv.com.
Okay, bye.
I met a cute poodle outside.
Oh, really?
She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free. That can't be true.
Sure it is. When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free.
Free?
Yeah. You don't pay us a penny unless we win for you.
That's doggone crazy.
Hello? Yeah, sure. That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
The heavy hitter is one for you. Call 853-2222.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Tuesday morning. Thanks for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
Snow yet? Coming?
Somewhere.
No, not
somewhere.
Yet.
Somewhere.
But all throughout this week, we could have like little trace amounts of snowfall.
Okay.
So just enough to see it falling from the sky, but probably not enough to provide
any more rain?
We can see some rain mixing in as well, but in the grand scheme of things, need a lot more snowfall up in the mountains. Yeah. How many times have you heard me say that this winter?
Not enough.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's take a look at those big weather stories. So yeah, like we were just talking about, trace amounts of low elevation snowfall are going to be possible throughout this week, but better chances of accumulating snow for this weekend for the Kittitas and the Yakima valleys. Temperatures staying mostly normal. There are a few caveats to that, but mostly normal for the middle of February. Okay, first alert radar is showing you some snow over the Simcoe Highlands. I'm thinking this ridge is probably going to tear this up, so it's not going to end up making it to the Yakima Valley. We'll see how that pans out, and then some more snow showers in the Cascades. Road conditions looking a little bit snowy or slushy for our mountain passes, but haven't seen any pass closures, haven't seen any chain requirements this morning, so that is certainly a good thing. Temperatures down into the 20s and 30s for lower elevations, teens and 20s up in the mountains, so of course you got to bundle up. Here's your hourly forecast for this Tuesday for the Yakima Valley. Getting a decent amount of sunshine as we head into the afternoon, so it's not going to be half bad outside. High is going to be in the 30s and 40s for lower elevations. Could see some snow mixing in today, specifically into the afternoon for the Blue Foothills. And we'll have a lot more to say about those chances for low elevation snow coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. Starting with local living, as the city of Union Gap has multiple major infrastructure projects underway that could help improve the lives of people living there.
Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with city officials about what people can expect.
The city of Union Gap, located in Yakima County, has a population of around 6,500 residents. And according to city officials, the community has continued to grow in recent years, both commercially and residentially. As the city moves further into 2026, officials are working on several infrastructure upgrades, including replacing water meters and a roughly $4 million stormwater improvement project. Public Works Director Jason Kavanaugh says another major priority is replacing aging bridges, including the 10th Avenue Bridge and a bridge serving the city's public works shop, both of which have raised safety concerns.
We've closed that bridge due to some concerns with just the safety of it. It's not rated for heavy trucks, and unfortunately, it's kind of a pass-through road, and we've had a lot of freight trucks using that roadway, and it's beat up that bridge to a point where we're just not confident that it's safe enough to keep open.
Kavanaugh says a major focus for the city and the city council is completing the Regional Beltway project, which is designed to move freight traffic off local streets and provide a more direct route to Interstate I-82, improving safety and efficiency for both truck drivers and local residents.
This is a stretch of roadway that is unique in that it's somewhat of a bypass. The idea is to get a lot of our freight traffic off of our main thoroughfares, our Tanum and Main Street. And so we've got a lot of agricultural out west in West Valley, and they utilize our roadways to get to the Interstate I-82.
The City of Union Gap is currently undergoing multiple infrastructure projects. City leaders tell me that this Beltway project is especially impactful as it improves both access to the city as well as traffic flow.
Recently, we've completed a little over 2 miles of that roadway, but we still have a connector piece, which is an overpass. So we've got about a $25 million need there to complete this Beltway.
Kavanaugh says the project isn't just about transportation. Completing the Beltway could open up close to 400 acres of developable land for potential commercial use. He says the city is also taking a closer look at opportunities for additional housing as part of its comprehensive plan update.
We're actively trying to pursue some pathways to provide residential development within the city. With our comprehensive plan update that we're in the middle of as our many jurisdictions right now, one of those components that we're looking at heavily is where can we focus some of our attention onto making residential a priority.
City leaders say many of these projects are being supported through a combination of grants and other funding sources as they continue working to improve infrastructure and plan for the future. In Union Gap, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
And officials say that the city is continuing to pursue state and federal grant funding to help cover the remaining costs of completing that Beltway project.
And also big changes coming to Sunnyside as the fire department presents its year-long ambulance utility rate study to City Council.
Its purpose is to outline future costs and service needs. Fire chief highlighting both current and long-term capital needs, including the possibility of a new fire station to improve response times, add additional staff and supervisors, and also training facilities, and replacing aging apparatus.
Council was given 3 rate options. One would be raising the current rate from $19 to $21.50 to maintain existing services. Another would address some capital needs while aiming to reduce overtime tied to shift coverage.
So what this does is not only does it achieve all the other targets that we've just discussed, but also is an effort to hopefully reduce some overtime costs by not having to call in additional staff to have supervision on shift if an individual's on vacation, sick, whatever the case may be. So which equates to about 22 cents.
A third option would increase the rate by 90 cents for additional staffing.
A decision hasn't been made yet. Council will continue the discussion at their next meeting.
We'll, of course, keep you updated. But keep it here because coming up next, a fundraiser for the Miss Juneteenth pageant program is happening this week. And this morning, we're hearing directly from the founder and director. We've got that right after the break.
And giving you a live look outside this morning, this one from our Legends Casino and Hotel Sky Cam at Richland's Columbia Point, overlooking Howard Amon Park and the mighty Columbia. When we come back, Josh will break down your first alert forecast.
Truck Month only happens once a year.
So it's gotta be big.
Like available Pro Power on board big.
Protect it with the Ford Security Package big.
There's only one Ford Truck Month.
Deal's so good, we need a bigger door big.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Visit Fred's Appliance for our President's Day sale. Step up to the all-in-one GE Profile laundry machine on sale for $21.98. That's a savings of $700. It combines both washer and dryer functions into one sleek appliance, saving space and offering unmatched convenience. Wi-Fi connectivity allows you to control and monitor your laundry from anywhere, saving you time and effort. At Fred's, we sell appliances. Only appliances.
Even if you have moderate to severe eczema, you can feel the rhythm, feel the flow. And Dupixent helps you feel the heal. It helps calm the key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Some adults saw fast itch relief after the first dose and long-lasting clear skin at 1 year. Many even saw 90% clear skin. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Stay ahead of eczema and help heal your skin from within. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent today.
A new head coach and a new attitude, but it's still the most exciting game in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh my!
Seattle Kraken Hockey.
That's hockey, baby!
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Truck Month only happens once a year.
So it's gotta be big.
Like available Pro Power on board big.
Protect it with the Ford Security Package big.
There's only one Ford Truck Month.
Deal's so good, we need a bigger door big.
We just won a Super Bowl championship!
Apple Valley News Now congratulates the Seahawks, Super Bowl 60 champions. And thank you to our viewers for following the Hawks to the Bay Area with live coverage on Apple Valley News Now, ABC, and Apple Valley News Now. Your home for Super Bowl 61.
Next live, Milo Ventimiglia from I Can Only Imagine 2. Plus, the band Perry performs. And buckle up, everybody, the Daytona 500 winner.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Again, could see some trace amounts of snowfall for lower elevations through 4 a.m. on Friday. We've been kind of cycling through all our microclimates this morning. And finally, this is the last stop, the Bluefoot Hills of Walla Walla. And we'll have chances for rain or for snow mixing in starting tonight and then lasting through Friday. After that, just a little bit too warm for snow to mix in. But rain chances definitely going back up as we head into specifically for the beginning of next week. Okay, so let's take it day by day over the next few days. So for today in Walla Walla, we'll start off as rainfall after 2 p.m., but maybe some snow mixing in by 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and then that'll last. The chance of fairly steady snowfall through 10 a.m. After that, it looks as if we'll trend a little bit drier, and then maybe some more snowfall on Thursday starting around 6 a.m., 7 a.m., and lasting throughout much of the day. What's this going to add up to? Well, it doesn't look like it's going to be that much, but at the very least, could see some snow falling from the sky. Okay, temperatures going to be generally normal over the next 7 days. So for today, for lower elevations, going to end up around 50 in the lower Columbia Basin, specifically for the Tri-Cities. Then for tonight, most of us dropping down into the 20s. Could see some teens up in the mountains, and those forecast highs over the next 7 days in the Yakima Valley. Like I said, generally normal. We will be about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than normal for Thursday and Friday, but getting back up to more average values as we head into the weekend. Those overnight lows in general staying pretty normal as well. Okay, speaking of the valleys, as we head into the weekend, better chances for accumulating snowfall. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 642 making a difference this morning. This weekend is the annual fundraiser for the Miss Juneteenth Scholarship Program, and every year this event aims to raise money for the pageant, which helps African American girls in grades 10 through 12 earn college scholarships, leadership skills, and life skills. Jessica sat down with Eloise Sparks, the founder and director of the program, to hear more about it.
Can you start by telling me about this event? It's on the 21st, right?
Yes. This event that we have is our main fundraiser that we do. It's called A Night on the Runway with Our Kings. Ooh. It's an all-male modeling show, fashion show, yeah. So there are various men here from our community that come with their own style, their own swag.
Oh, I love
and
that.
it turns into a big party. With Miss Juneteenth Scholarship Program, the whole thing for what we're doing is trying to get these young girls educated, helping them go to school to further their education. So our pageant right now, we are recruiting. We're recruiting African American girls in grades 10 through 12. The registration form is available on our website. It's up and going at mjsptc.org. All the forms and information about the fashion show is out there.
And so the fashion show fundraiser takes place at the Riverfront Hotel Saturday at 6 p.m. That's in Richland, 50 Comstock Street. There will be dinner, a silent auction, and you can get your tickets on our website, AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, your morning sprint. Everything you need to know as you head out the door this morning as we give you that beautiful live look outside from our Legends Casino and Hotel Sky Camera at Richland's Columbia Point overlooking Howard Amon Park this morning. When we come back, Josh will break down your full First Alert forecast to let you know what you can expect not only today, but for the rest of the week.
Life moves fast. At Frechette Winery, we invite you to slow it down and savor the moment. Join us on Red Mountain for bold, flavorful red wines, a welcoming vibe, and experiences meant to be shared, from relaxed tastings to unforgettable wine and dinner events. Located just minutes from Benton City in West Richland, we're open daily, noon to 5. Come for the wine, stay for the warmth, experience the Frechette vibe. Great wine brings people together, and we'd love to welcome you to Frechette.
Life's better when you're under our roof, because we're as committed to protecting your dreams as you are to taking care of them and teaching the next generation.
Looking good.
Bundle home and auto and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Calling all ladies. Thunder from Down Under is rolling into town. It's the Most Wanted 2026 tour. Saturday, May 9th at Legends Casino Hotel. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com or the Legends Gift Shop. The heat is rising, so grab the squad for the ultimate girls' night out back. Thunder from Down Under, May 9th at Legends Casino Hotel in Toppenish. Don't miss the Thunder.
Thinking about an RV show? Skip it and save some dough. At Broadmoor RV, you get real people, real prices, real service with the same great deals, no show required. Skip the crowds, skip the hidden fees, skip the show, and save some dough at Broadmoor RV, where we make camping fun.
Don't we all need a space we love? We'll make your design dreams a reality today during the extended President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Save big on sofas and sectionals, dining, bedroom, and mattresses. And the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last, plus 60 months, no interest. Shop the comfort, the style, the selection, the savings. But hurry, the extended President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
Winter paddleboarding. Fly the Northwest tonight at 6. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Again, the theme all throughout this morning has been this. We'll have trace amounts of snowfall for low elevations through 4 in the morning on Friday. And it's because of this. We have this area of low pressure, this temperature boundary, kind of a catalyst for these rain and snow showers. And these boundaries just going to sort of hang around over the next handful of days. So that's why we'll have this little trickle of rain and snow showers over the next handful of days. So let's put this into motion with Futurecast radar. And by the time we get to lunchtime, looks as if most of this is still up into the mountains, maybe some of this getting into the foothills. By 5 p.m. you can see that we're looking pretty dry, or really after 5 p.m. starting to dry out for lower elevations, still dealing with some snowfall up into the mountains. Here's a round of snow that Futurecast is pinging on for tomorrow morning, maybe impacting the foothills and the basin. And then as we head into the evening, perhaps some more snow showers for lower elevations. But Futurecast really honing in on this time frame right here, Thursday morning. Looks as if this verifies, we could have widespread chances of snow for lower elevations. And if you thought that went by a little bit too quick, you can see hour-by-hour precip chances for your exact home address by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. That interactive radar feature is going to come in quite handy for this week. Okay, here are the snowfall totals we're anticipating from this morning through 4 in the morning on Friday. You see lower elevations going to have a tough time even picking up an inch of snow, but some moderate impacts for our Cascade passes, 4 to 6 inches there, and then a little bit more than moderate impacts for Blue Mountain passes, 7 to 10 inches for Cabbage Hill and for Tollgate. So we could see some chain requirements. I'm not banking on any pass closures. Let's see what happens. Okay, then as we head into the weekend, more opportunities for snow, better opportunities for snow this time, specifically for the Kittitas and the Yakima Valleys. Here's what it's going to look like in the Yakima Valley. You see the chances themselves for precip not looking all that impressive, but model consensus is saying, you know what, maybe we could have an inch of snow in the Yakima Valley, maybe a couple inches for the Kittitas Valley, and some of those moderate to even high impacts for passes once again. This is all subject to change, but that's why you need to keep it locked in right here to Apple Valley News Now. Me and States will have the latest. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Chances of snow mixing in Wednesday and Thursday, and maybe another opportunity for that on Sunday. In Yakima, light snow possible on Thursday, then better chances of accumulations this weekend. For Ellensburg, the potential for light snowfall Wednesday and Thursday, then a better possibility of accumulating snowfall starting on Saturday. For Hermiston, the possibility of a rain-snow mix for Wednesday and Thursday, just a cold rain this weekend. And finally, for Walla Walla, seeing chances for snow through Friday, then turning a bit too warm for that this weekend. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Denise Gaston thought she was getting some much-needed relief from her student loans. Instead,
I was cheated and robbed.
It all started with the call promising to help her lower the payments she's been making for more than a decade, with years still to go. She sent nearly $4,000, but her student loans were never lowered. The Education Department says it's increasing efforts to crack down on student loan fraud despite mass layoffs.
Has the department's ability to go after scams been impacted?
Absolutely not. We are putting more resources than ever before to ensure that we are keeping our limited resources in the Office of Federal Student Aid focused on students, borrowers, and families.
And coming up at 7 a.m., what you need to look out for. With your GMA First Look, I'm Selena Wang, ABC News, Washington.
Even if you have moderate to severe eczema, you can feel the rhythm, feel the flow. And Dupixent helps you feel the heal. It helps calm a key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Some adults saw fast itch relief after the first dose and long-lasting clear skin at 1 year. Many even saw 90% clear skin. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Stay ahead of eczema and help heal your skin from within. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent today.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 6:52. It's time for your morning sprint. We start with your national headlines. Former President Barack Obama is now making it clear that he's never seen an alien. This comes after comments he made on a podcast over the weekend, which went viral. Speaking to host Brian Tyler Cohen, Obama answered a question about aliens by saying, quote, "They're real, but I haven't seen them." He went on to say the only way they're being held is if it's so secret that even the president doesn't know. Naturally, social media went nuts, so now Obama is clarifying, and he said what he meant was that he personally believes the odds are good that there are aliens out there somewhere. He reiterated that he never saw any evidence that they made contact with us during his presidency.
Sorry,
I liked the version that social media went with.
All right, 6:53, now your top 5 local things you need to know this morning. Over the weekend, tensions flaring at a new housing facility for sexually violent offenders in Kennewick. The house was egged amid protests from neighbors. A confrontation then took place between residents and the property manager. No one was hurt. Police say they responded to the reports of vandalism. Meanwhile, the school district and city council are pushing for stronger local input on state placement decisions. Residents in the area remain concerned about safety near the schools, bus routes, and neighborhoods.
And technical workers at the Multicare Hospital have been on strike for nearly a month. They say they're fighting for fair medical and retirement benefits. Negotiations have made little progress, with both sides holding firm on key issues. Temporary staff is covering surgeries, MRIs, and labs, and union leaders say they will continue picketing until a deal is reached. The next bargaining session is set to take place today.
And Toppenish city leaders continue to chip away at the budget deficit that once exceeded $2 million. Officials say cost cutting and restructuring have helped to narrow the gap. City priorities remain focused on public safety and utilities. Efforts to stabilize finances are ongoing, and leaders say they are defining core services while managing infrastructure costs and limiting the burden on residents.
Union Gap is investing in major projects this year, infrastructure work like replacing bridges, upgrading stormwater systems, and completing a regional beltway. Officials say this will improve safety, traffic flow, and access to the city. And the beltway could also open 400 acres for potential commercial and residential development. And city leaders say grants and funding sources are helping support the work.
And Sunnyside is exploring adding a police dog to the department. Conversations are underway with the Yakima County Canine Foundation. Officials say the initial investment is around $50,000. Ongoing costs could be covered by the foundation, and the dog would likely serve as a patrol canine, complementing nearby drug detection programs. Plans also include selecting a handler and securing donations for food and vet care.
trending now this morning. A zoo in France is welcoming the first new addition to its elephant family in 13 years.
The Beauval Zoo in central France welcomed a baby elephant over the weekend. According to the zoo, the delivery was not straightforward and they were not sure if the mom and baby would make it.
But the baby girl was born after a 7-hour delivery weighing 330 pounds.
That's it?
Kilos. 150 kilos.
Oh,
What
wow.
I think.
Oh,
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, the 37-year-old new mama is blind, but she has been successfully helping the new baby to feed.
Oh my goodness, she's blind. Oh,
I
she
love it
can't
all.
see her baby.
I
She can feel the baby. Oh,
Yeah.
so cute. Look at
That's so
the
sweet.
pictures.
First time in
are
13
adorable.
years.
I know.
That's
I love
fantastic
it.
for the zoo.
Yay.
All right. Well, get us out the door this morning. Yesterday I walked out and it was raining. What am I going to see when I walk out this time?
I think it should be dry, but something interesting is happening right now on First Alert Radar. We have this little pocket of snow that's making its way through, well, we have actually a couple right now. One in southeastern Yakima County, another one that's starting to get into Benton County. So, folks, don't be surprised if maybe you see a few light snowflakes out there this morning. And with temperatures being below 32 degrees, could see some slick spots out there. Now, in terms of our worst road conditions, obviously those are going to be up in the mountains, but haven't seen any pass closures this morning, which is certainly a good sign. And again, just reiterate those temperatures mostly below freezing, so you will have to bundle up as you're headed out the front door. But look, it's going to end up being a pretty nice day, mostly sunny skies in the Yakima Valley as we head deeper into the day. Those high temperatures across the board going to be in the 30s and 40s. But also could see some snow mixing in. I think later in the day in the Blue Foothills, specifically for Pendleton, a very weird forecast for today. Really, just a weird forecast all throughout the week, as we'll have these little chances for snow all throughout the week. Accumulations for lower elevations probably going to be less than an inch, but better chances for snow in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys for this weekend.
And thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America's up next. We're back tonight with your local news and weather.
Great day.